What is up? What is good? One Piece chapter 1038 is unofficially out. If you haven't read it already, go ahead and check it out. We're gonna be spoiling you in this video, but go ahead and drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe, and let's get straight into it. This week, the chapter is titled Law and Kid versus Big Mom. So we're feeling pretty good because obviously our prediction is going to plan. But before we even get into that, let's start with the cover page. On the cover page, we realize that Yonji and Niji got captured by the Big Mom pirates in Cacao Island. Now, they got placed in the book that Big Mom keeps, like her prisoners that she feels that are special enough to put on display. I forget what the book is called, but at least we know they're not dead, right? So they do have an opportunity to return and they have an opportunity to escape. I mean, Oven is looking at them and maybe he's standing guard and watching over them, but you see Pudding here and she looks concerned, right? Obviously, she actually has feelings for Sanji, so who knows? Maybe in the future they'll plot an escape. We'll see the Germa in the future. But let's get into the chapter. So the chapter picks up with Raizo versus Fukurokuju. They're still in a standoff using their paralysis jutsu, and neither of them wants to release their jutsu. Fukurokuju's telling Raizo, yo, if you don't release us, then we're both gonna perish. And Raizo, even though he's hurting, clearly they're both burning up, he's not gonna release Fukurokuju because he knows that Fukurokuju is just gonna escape, and that means Orochi escapes. So Raizo is going to summon his inner willpower that given to him by Odin, clearly, and he's not going to release Fukurokuju. Obviously, I think there's going to be a third party approaching here in the future. I don't think Raizo is just going to perish in the flames with Fukurokuju. This battle is kind of weird. We never really got to see it, and the majority of it has just been them paralyzing each other. So shout out to Shikamaru, but it kind of belongs in Naruto. This battle is not really a One Piece type battle. But anyway, moving on. We see that Onigashima is coming down. Like, yo, it's really starting to collapse now. The building is burning. It's falling apart. It's starting to fall on people. We have a set of the Beast Pirates that are about to get crushed right here. And Jinbei actually steps in to save them. He is strong enough to hold up the whole roof by himself, and he saves them from getting crushed. But it doesn't really matter. I mean, they're getting burnt to death in the aftermath of this battle, so it's not really looking too good. I don't really see how many of them escape because I don't know if they realize they're actually floating in the air, so where are you gonna run to? You know what I mean? But from here, we go to the live floor, and of course, Big Mom is taking on Kid and Law, really destroying Kid and Law at this moment in time, and people are just trying to get out of the way. Chopper just got there. He's bearing witness to what's going on, but he's actually like pint-sized, and we realize this is a side effect of the drugs to help him recover. This was a side effect. He's actually fitting in the nurse's hand, but in the midst of him saying that, he actually poofs back to normal. And he's telling Miyagi, he's telling him, look, I'm back to normal. I feel good. And the side effects wore off. But he's really more so worried about Zoro, right? Because Zoro took more of that serum, and the cost of it will be even greater than the advantages, right? So we know that Zoro took the recovery serum. Zoro had like 200 broken bones after he blocked that double attack by Kaido and Big Mom. But he took the serum and he had a massive recovery really quick. However, the side effects of it will be worse. They'll be doubled than it was before. So imagine doubling 200 broken bones. So Zoro should be in a lot of pain right now, and that's what Chopper's worried about. So from here, we actually cut to Zoro, and Chopper must be right because this man is facing the Grim Reaper. I don't know if Zoro's about to die on us here, but he is staring down the Grim Reaper, and his body won't move. He doesn't know what's going on. I love Zoro's expressions because he's the only person that can be looking at the actual Grim Reaper, and he really looks pissed. So I don't know what happens from here. Hopefully he's just hallucinating and this is actually just Brook coming to save him. I mean, that would be hilarious, but yeah, I don't know about that. But Franky is actually looking for Zoro, but he doesn't know where he went. He doesn't realize that Zoro, when he was fighting King, the battle actually led them outside the Skull Dome. Remember when King blasts Zoro outside the Skull Dome and he fell trying to save his swords? So right now they're on the outside of the building, but Franky doesn't know that. So right now Franky's lost looking for Zoro. Look at the irony in that. From here we go to the first floor and we realize that all these beast pirates, they've been defeated. They're upset. They've been defeated by Marco. They've been defeated by Izo, and we actually see Izo here in the basement level 1. He looks absolutely just wrecked. He underestimated how many beast pirates they were. I mean, he was just holding them off so that Kiku and Kinemon could escape, and he looks like he's in really bad shape here. You know, you gotta appreciate the resilience from Izo here. He's one of the Whitebeard commanders, so you know, you really gotta give it up to Izo here. He knows that he wanted to protect his little brother and he wanted to protect Kinemon as a retainer of Odin, so shout out to Izo here. So he's actually trying to catch his breath and he realizes that CP0 is about to walk right past him. I mean, they casually pop up in the flames and Izo points his gun at him point blank. He's like, yo, what are you doing, CP0? And you know, CP0 being the smooth talkers that they are, they make him an offer. They're like, listen, let's just act like we never saw each other. We're really after the Straw Hats here, so there's no reason for us to really get into it. We'll just walk right past you and it's not a big deal. And as they're walking past him, of course he pulls on them again. And you know what? Shout out to Izo here. He knows that his era is over. The Whitebeard era is over. It's the same thing that Marco was saying when he first got here, right? By the time that this battle is over, their era will be done. So at this point, it seems like Izo's probably gonna sacrifice himself because I don't think he could win against Cypherpole agents anyways. I don't think he's that strong, but even then, like, he's pretty much worn out. Obviously, he took on a lot of the beast pirates, so he doesn't really have any energy left, but he's not just gonna let the CP0 agents go after the Straw Hats. I don't know how many times we've talked about this in previous chapter reviews, but we know that after this battle, the Straw Hats are not going to be able to defend themselves. So Izo, knowing that, he's willing to sacrifice himself so that the Straw Hats won't be hunted down by CP0. So I don't know. I got to give a round of applause to Izo here. He's really, you know, the MVP. From here, we cut to Yamato. And Yamato actually made it. He made it to the weapons cache in the basement, level 2, and he made it just in time. And I mean, Yamato made it just in time. The Kazenbo spirit that Kanjuro made is literally about to touch the bomb, but Yamato actually freezes the bombs with her ice breath power in order to buy them time. So this is really smart from Yamato. And she just goes straight to attacking the Kazenbo. She hits it upside the head, and we realize here that it's actually sentient. We know that this is Kanjuro's last attack and it's a yokai, so obviously it could probably change form and it actually attacks her back. So she's gonna have her hands full with the Kazenbo for a little bit, but she should be able to handle it. I mean, she was going one-on-one with Kaido. I'm sure she could handle a little yokai from Kanjuro. It shouldn't be a big deal. From here, we cut back to the live floor and we pick up with our second to last fight before the main event, Kid and Law versus Big Mom, and Big Mom is going to town with them. We see Kid and Law right here and they look beat. They look like they are done. At this point, their crews are begging her not to kill them. And they look pathetic, man. I'm not gonna lie. Big Mom is standing over their bodies just like she always has, laughing, making fun of them. They're wide-eyed, they look knocked out, and Big Mom just looks like a real deal Yonko here. I gotta tell you, she took on 2 of them at once, and they couldn't really handle it. Let's be honest. The crews are begging her to not kill them, and she tells the crews, yo, be quiet. Like, this is a battlefield. You're not gonna be begging for people's lives around here. And she actually attacks the crews themselves with Hera. Hera obviously is the replacement for Zeus, so she sends lightning to attack all the crews. And I mean, she's just looking menacing here. She's huge. She's almost halfway up the building, and she's saying, listen, I'm gonna head up to the roof. I don't think Kaido has won yet because he usually lets out like a victory cry. So Hera, take me up to the roof, because clearly Straw Hat Luffy is giving Kaido more of a run for his money than I thought. So I want to go ahead and finish this quickly. Take me to the roof. And she actually gets caught off guard here because Law is the first one up on his feet. He uses Kroom and anesthesia again, and he actually pierces her through both her arms and her head. The important thing being through her head here, because he follows up with an attack, some sort of shockwave. In this version is shock willy. I'm not really sure what that means, but it basically looks like shock therapy to the head. You know, like what they used to do in like the 1940s and 50s when they used to shock people in the brain. That's what this looks like. And Big Mom looks like she is in a lot of pain here. I mean, she's getting shocked straight to the brain. Everybody's reacting to it like, did he just kill Big Mom? Because he pierced her through the head. And from here, the homies go to attack Law, but then they start realizing that Kid is pulling them in with his powers as well, and they start getting formed, and Kid actually gets up and starts to tell Big Mom, listen, you Yonko, you think this is your era, you think you're invincible, but there's no such thing. So he actually forms a new metal formation. This is like his 4th or 5th one, called Punk Cornadio, and this is a giant bull. It's even bigger than Big Mom, and he actually rams Big Mom with this bull, and they both let Big Mom know, I don't care if it kills me, you're not reaching that rooftop, showing their resolve that it doesn't matter. They're upholding their end of the bargain, and they're not gonna let Big Mom go take on Luffy with Kaido. That's not gonna happen. What's going on between Kaido and Luffy is a 1-on-1. They're not gonna let Big Mom go up there and interfere. So definitely a great chapter. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 already. And guys, yo, we were proven right here, so I gotta give us a round of applause. We made our predictions. We knew that we were gonna have to see Big Mom versus Kid and Law again before the Luffy thing is concluded. Before the Luffy fight is concluded, this fight's gonna have to conclude. Now, I don't even think it's over. I think we're probably gonna get this fight again in the next chapter. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section. I don't think this fight is over. I don't even think that Corona Dio was enough to knock out Big Mom. I think Kid's definitely gonna have to use his awakening again. And yeah, make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the little bell for notifications for future videos. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will catch you guys next time.